Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I achieve my full coverage foundation routine using my favorite drugstore products. I'm going to begin priming my skin using the Garnier 5-Second Blur, and this primer is going to smooth out texture, fill in fine lines and enlarged pores, and it creates a very even base to apply products on top of the skin. My other favorite drugstore primer is the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm. To apply the foundation, I'm using the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, which I believe is a dupe for the Beauty Blender. And the foundation I'm using is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I press and pat the foundation into the skin with my damp sponge to build up coverage. And this is my favorite drugstore foundation because it's full coverage and it's super long lasting. And by patting and pressing the product into the skin, it's going to enhance the pigmentation of this product than if I were to just swirl and buff using maybe a foundation brush or my fingers. This is really going to enhance the pigmentation. This foundation has a luminous finish to it, which I really love on my dry skin because once the formula dries down, it has more of a natural sheen look to it, which I think looks really pretty and dewy. And I prefer full coverage foundations with a natural finish because I find that they look a little bit more realistic on my dry skin than more of a matte foundation does. Once I have an even coverage of foundation on the skin, I take an extra pump of product and I pat that over my blemishes or areas that I want to add extra coverage to build up the intensity. I love how buildable this foundation is, and I think that a damp sponge is the perfect tool for this formula. To conceal and brighten the skin, I'm using Maybelline's Age Rewind Eraser Concealer in the Neutralizer shade, and I'm applying this underneath both of my eyes in a triangle motion, and also to the center of the skin to help lift and illuminate. So I'm putting it in my forehead, on my chin, and on my nose to help lift the center of the skin. This formula is full coverage, but it is still extremely easy to blend, and it looks flawless underneath the eyes. I love the way both of these formulas of the concealer and the foundation blend together. They look so full coverage, yet so smooth and even. It's not necessary for most people to use this much concealer. I don't need this much coverage underneath my eyes and in the center of my skin. However, I really like using a lot of concealer because this is a brighter skin tone, which is going to help to highlight my skin, which will give me more dimension when it comes to the contouring steps of the makeup stage. I love an intense highlight and a bright under eye, so I really enjoy this technique of using a heavy hand with a brighter concealer. However, it is not necessary to use this much product. So if you would like to skip this highlighting step, you definitely can. To set the concealer, I use a loose translucent powder on a damp sponge, and I press the product into the skin. I use a heavy hand while applying this product to ensure that the finely milled powder is going to settle on into the fine lines and into the skin. And these finely milled pigments are going to prevent the future creasing of the concealer. And this baking method is also going to make the foundation super long lasting, and it makes the skin look absolutely airbrushed. And I also like applying the powder to any of the areas of the skin that I applied concealer. So that's going to be my under eyes and the center of my face. And when this product is finished baking, I'm going to just dust away the excess powder. Once this look is complete, I use a setting spray to lock all the products in their place, and it's going to remove the powdery texture that my skin can tend to have after I bake. Thank you so much for watching. For details and products, please visit the description box down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and please subscribe to my channel for more videos. I really appreciate all of the support, and I will see you in a later video.